Hi, this is part 3 of the periodicity lab. So in this part, I'm going to be reacting 4 different metals with acid. I have already put in my my test tubes, my 10 milliliters of 6 molar hydrochloric acid. So, if you can see these, I've got zinc I'm going to put zinc in this test tube. I've got my acid here. I'm going to put, I don't know if you can see, lead in this one. Aluminum's going to go in this one, and magnesium's going to go in this one. So I'm going to put them in one at a time. It's about the same amount, one small piece of each. And I want you to make observations of the time it takes. So we're looking more at like putting them in order from like fastest to slowest, or slowest to fastest, or most reactive to least reactive. And kind of the violence of it. So you're looking for reactivity. You don't need to necessarily like time it with a stopwatch, but you are going to need to kind of compare them relative to each other. So I'll just go in order, starting with zinc. So it's the same order they're listed on your lab directions. So I've got a little piece of zinc. So here's this piece of zinc. It's just a little kind of gray metal piece. Okay. So I'm going to put it in the hydrochloric acid. It sinks to the bottom. And there's some kind of zinc dust and stuff on it, so it takes a little bit sometimes. But once it gets started, which you can see now it is, there's quite a bit of bubbling. If you can hear it. Okay, so this is lots of vigorous bubbles here. When I feel it, it's getting warmer. There's definite heat being given off by this reaction. It's exothermic. All right, so this one actually is going to take a little while, but it's fairly violent. So let's kind of let that one go while I start the lead. So lead, I've got little strips of it. Okay, so here's my little strip of lead. Okay, so when I put that in here, it sinks just like the zinc, but we can wait a while, but I don't see anything happening. Nothing. We'll let it sit here for a while just to check, but so far we've got nothing. And our zinc is still going and still pretty vigorous. It's actually broken apart into multiple pieces now. You can see it moving around some of the small pieces up through the bubbles. So this is fairly vigorous, yep, and it's getting warmer still. All right, so let's do aluminum next. I've got just a piece of aluminum foil. Just a little square of it. I'm going to fold it up so it fits better and it's kind of more the same kind of shape size as the first two. Okay, so drop it in. It's not very dense, so it kind of floats at the top. Nothing really happens right away. See if this will react. Sometimes, I mean, that's why I left the lead in there. Sometimes things don't happen right away. I mean, the zinc didn't happen right away. Set this down for a minute. But it's clearly reacting now, right? We've got gas, got bubbles. The lead, we still have nothing. And the aluminum, ooh, I maybe see some bubbles on there. All right, we'll give it a little more time and see. All right, and then I'm going to do the magnesium. So the magnesium ribbon is just this little piece. So we did the same thing, or you saw the same thing at the magnesium in part 2 in water. And the magnesium needed to be heated to get it to react with water, to kind of speed it up a little bit, but it did react. You saw the solution turned pink, right? Which was an indicator that the reaction happened. Let's see if this does anything. Oh, immediately. So this one was immediate. And this one is, oh, it's really hot right away. So the zinc took a little bit longer to get going, but it still reacted fairly quickly. Oh, we've got our aluminum reacting now, so that took a little bit, but it's happening. Okay. So magnesium reacted first, right away, immediately. Zinc was next, quickest. And then the aluminum took a while longer, but then did react. All right, and it's done already, but the pieces were not identical sizes. So it seems to me the magnesium reacted the quickest. The whole test tube is hot. I can barely hold it, right? Then the zinc got going pretty quickly after that, and then aluminum took a little bit longer, also warm. So those three were all warm and gave off gas bubbles as they reacted. And the lead, nothing. So non-reactive. So I can actually wash this lead off and use it again. So that is part 3 with these 4 metals in acid.